Imagine for a moment a world where the US dollar doesn't dominate the global economy. A world where a group of rapidly developing nations has their own currency pool, directly challenging the long-standing dominance of the dollar. That's the world the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are striving to create. The BRICS nations are no minor players. Collectively, they represent a significant portion of the world's GDP and population. They've grown weary of the dollar's monopoly over international trade, and they're now making a bold move to change the status quo. Their plan? To establish their own currency pool, known as the Contingent Reserve Arrangement. This pool would serve as a safety net, providing emergency funds to member countries in times of economic crisis. By doing so, they aim to reduce their dependence on the International Monetary Fund and World Bank, institutions heavily influenced by the US and other Western nations. But the BRICS nations aren't stopping there. They're also developing a unified payment system to facilitate direct transactions between their currencies, bypassing the need to convert to the US dollar. This shift could reduce transaction costs, stimulate economic cooperation, and even challenge the dollar's dominance in global trade. Their objective is clear: to create a more balanced and multipolar world economy, less susceptible to the whims of any single currency. The BRICS nations believe that by reducing their reliance on the dollar, they can shield their economies from currency fluctuations and foster greater economic stability. This move is not just about economics. It's about power dynamics, geopolitics, and the reshaping of the global financial order. By strengthening their economic ties and creating a unified front, the BRICS nations are enhancing their collective bargaining power on the world stage. So, what does this mean for the global economy? The implications could be far-reaching. For starters, it could lead to increased trade and investment among the BRICS nations. It could also spark a shift in economic power, with the BRICS nations gaining greater influence over global economic policies. At the same time, it could potentially destabilize the dollar, leading to fluctuations in its value. This could have ripple effects on global trade, financial markets, and the economies of countries heavily dependent on the dollar. In conclusion, the BRICS nations are making a daring move to challenge the US dollar's dominance. They're seeking to create a new global financial order, one that is more balanced, more multipolar, and less dependent on the dollar. This bold move could reshape the global economy, altering power dynamics and potentially triggering significant economic and geopolitical shifts. As we witness this historic event, it's crucial to stay informed and understand the potential implications. After all, the future of the global economy could be at stake. So, keep your eyes on the BRICS nations and their bold move to rival the mighty dollar. It's a story that's still unfolding, and its outcome could shape the world for years to come.